Hi again. Today I'm standing next to a black wattle tree. It's a large wattle, tree-sized, and unlike most other wattles, it keeps its immature foliage into adulthood. That's how you can tell that it's a black wattle. The leaves are quite ferny and easy to identify. Generally, black wattles have medium to dark grey-brown trunks, but if you find one with a black trunk, it usually means that it's being attacked by grubs, and the tree's response to that is to produce gum, and the gum oozes out of the trunk, and you can see it, and it's edible. Now this tree looks quite healthy. I can't see any gum oozing out of it, but I did see a tree as I drove in, and it looks a bit darker, and we'll go and have a look and see if it's got some gum on it. Usually in summer it's easier to find more gum, they bleed a lot more, but since it's winter we'll just have to see if we can find small amounts. I'll just take the camera over there. Okay, here's another black wattle that's growing next to a gum tree, a stringy bark. If we look up closely and get this dead branch out of the way, oops, excuse, sorry about the camera work. You can see up here on the trunk there's a glob of gum. This gum is edible. A lot of wattles produce gum, and it has different flavours for different wattles. I think this one is the best because it doesn't have any flavour. It means you can eat more of it and not get sick. Now the thing with wattle gum is your body can't digest it. It's all carbohydrate, but your body can't digest it. It doesn't have the enzymes. But if you eat this regularly for a couple of weeks or so, your body does start to produce those enzymes and it will digest it. But even if you can't digest it, it's still good to eat because you know you can find food in the bush, and it's something to fill up your belly. If you were lost in the bush, it makes you feel better that you can sort of look after yourself. Now this tree, it doesn't look too badly infested by grubs. Please excuse, I've got the camera on a tripod and I'm trying to get the tripod over this dead branch. You can see other little bits of gum starting to ooze out. Oh, and there's a lot more further up the tree which I can't really show you because it'll be too light for the camera. But sometimes you'll find young trees that are just covered in gum and they're dying. I've just spotted this young black wattle that is definitely dying. You can see that the grubs have totally destroyed under the tree and the bark is all coming loose, although it still has some leaves on it. It doesn't have long to go. You can see the frass from I'm not sure that you can on the camera, but there's all this frass, which is the poop from the grubs. And the grubs are edible if you've got a hatchet or something to take the bark off. It's bleeding gum all over. It's just on its last legs now. There's more gum coming up the tree there. Might be a bit dark for the camera to see. But yeah, black wattles, they don't live long simply because they are so prone to grub attack. If you get single trees that are apart from any others, then they live a lot longer. but in a bushland setting they don't tend to be hugely long-lived trees. And here's a totally dead young tree, and you can see how the grubs kill the tree. They burrow, all their burrows, let's see if it's all their burrows become more and more numerous around under the bark, and it ends up killing the tree by ring barking.